Yeah. YouTube. What's up, baby? Back in this thing again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I'm Callie, and today we're going to be talking about a movie called The Vampire's Assistant, or if you want to be like just really, spot on with it, it's called Cirque du Freak, The Vampire's Assistant. All right. So this movie came out in this movie came out in 2009. All right. So this was a movie that first of all, we let's slow down. All right. So yeah, Cirque du Freak, The Vampire's Assistant. All right. Now, if you've been to this channel before, you already know how we do it. We started off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, the grade, and then we on to the next one, right? So again, Cirque du Freak, The Vampire's Assistant. Now, that I've said all that, this movie came out in 2009. I did not know much about this series. I came to understand later on down the line that this was a book series, a very popular book series. Something, I mean, didn't make as much money as like per se Harry Potter, but it's equivalent to like that. You know what I'm saying? It has like a following like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but never even heard of the book series. So therefore, I saw the commercial, when I was younger, and I thought it was cool, but I just wasn't like in a hurry to watch the movie type thing. Fast forward some years, end up seeing it on cable or whatever it may have been, and I really enjoyed my time. All right. So, anyways, let's get to this. So it's called Cirque du Freak, again, The Vampire's Assistant. So the premise of this movie is you have a character named Darren Shan, as well as his best friend Steve, and like I said, they're best friends. They do pretty much everything together. Steve is kind of like on the mean side, whereas Darren is kind of like he's cool. Now, the two friends end up getting this invitation for this per se freak show, right? And at the freak show, they end up seeing a whole bunch of people with talents, and it's not like it's not like some this dude is like like these people. Dude has 2 stomachs. There's a werewolf cat. There's a snake dude that really has like snake skin and whatever else. You know what I'm saying, etc., bro. So this is the real deal here. So as they go to the show, they end up seeing this guy named Crepsley. Now, Steve is a vampire fanatic. On the other hand, Darren is a spider fanatic. All right, so when Steve sees Crepsley at the freak show, he notices that that's Crepsley. And so therefore, he's going to do what he can to see Crepsley, right? See if he can become a vampire, right? So anyways, there's a spider that Crepsley uses, and like I said, keep in mind, Darren, he loves spiders, so he sneaks into Crepsley's changing room after the show is over. He goes and he messes with the spider, and then what ends up happening is Crepsley and Gavner, they end up, which is Crepsley's friend, they end up coming into the locker room, right? The changing room, right? And then Steve chases after Crepsley because he wants to ask him if he can become a vampire. And so he does ask him this, and Crepsley's like, no. So Steve leaves, Darren leaves, but when Darren leaves, he takes the spider. So eventually what ends up happening is Darren brings the spider to school. Steve gets bit by the spider and is about to die. And so Darren ends up going to visit Crepsley, returning the spider, and also asking for his help to save his best friend Steve. Within him doing so, Crepsley tells Darren that if I help your friend, you have to become my assistant. So Darren agrees. Crepsley saves Steve. Darren becomes a vampire, where in which now he's dead, you know what I'm saying? But he becomes a vampire. So he has to go live with Crepsley and the rest of the freaks, right? Meanwhile, Steve is left, all lonesome and boresome with no friends, and just, he's neglected by his mother and father, whatever you want to say. So, he just really is feeling it, and his best friend is dead. So there ends up being this guy. His name is Mr. Tiny, or Mr. Teeny, Mr. Tiny, I don't know. And so he knows about Crepsley. He knows about the freak show, and he is one person that is trying to bring up about this foretold story. He's trying to bring it to life, and the story is that there's two best friends that become vampires that will start a war between. Okay, so they have the vampire knees and I forgot the other one. So the vampire knees is like the evil vampire, if you want to say, and then I'll just say the vampires are just the regular good vampires, right? So anyways, Mr. Tiny, his thing that he wants to do is he wants to bring about this premonition. He wants to bring it to fruition. So he gets his minion, Murlaw, which is also an old friend of Crepsley's that ended up turning to the bad side. He turned to the Vampirese. So he ends up getting this guy named Murloff to turn Steve into a vampire. Therefore, knowing that Darren and Steve will be the two that are foretold to go against each other to start an ultimate war between the Vampirese and the regular vampires. So the good vampires and the bad vampires. So that's basically the premise of the movie. I don't want to spoil it all. I want people to be able to go see it. And if you already watched it before, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But or if you read the book, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about. But I don't want to spoil too much. But that's basically the premise of the story. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to jump into three of my favorite scenes. Three of my favorite scenes, these may be out of order, and these will be spoilers. But three of my favorite scenes would be when Crepsley and Murloff fight at the cemetery as Crepsley is trying to dig up Darren. That scene was pretty cool. I like the way the fighting is on there. It's kind of corny, but it's cool though at the same time. So I like it. But that one right there, that'll be one of my favorite scenes. Another one of my favorite scenes would be when what is his name? I'm tripping right now. Steve. When Steve goes to his teacher's house, his teacher, Mr. Kersey, and he goes there with Murloff as well after he's been changed into a vampire. And this fool, bro, he basically kills his teacher, bro. So but you understand why however happened, because like he felt like he was getting picked on by the teacher as well. So but yeah, that'll be second favorite scene. Third favorite scene, bro, it would have to be the ending fight between Darren and Steve. Because we kind of get to see a inkling of what this war can be between that is set up between these two. And the way that they fight is, it's crazy. Like the way that they speed up and everything like that. And I like the effects that they use, like the trailing of whatever it was. Like I don't know if it was like just like because they're moving so fast when they run. It's just like a trail, like an aura of them behind them. It's like it's crazy, but and I like how, like, you know, Mr. Tiny was like, stop. All right, you know what I'm saying? We'll save this for the future, you know what I'm saying? Right when they were about to clash, like for real, for real. I thought that was a really dope scene, man. And so yeah, that'll be 3 of my favorite scenes right there. The grade for this movie, man, I really do like this movie. Like I said, this is one movie that it didn't do too well in the movie theater, so I think that's why we never got to see a sequel or even it be remade. I would love to see it be remade or just see a sequel. But you know, at least remake it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a movie or TV series, whatever, I'll take it however I can. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this movie was great to me, man. And I watch it to this day. I love it, man. So the grade for this, man, I gotta get this. This is a unique vampire movie, man. It's unique. It's unique, bro. And I really like it. I'm gonna have to give this an 8 out of 10. So I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 for sure, man. Definitely better than average. Definitely worth your time. Go check it out if you haven't checked it out before. If you don't know anything about this movie or this this book series, whatever you want to say, look up about it. Look it up. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that you would want to get yourself entwined in, go ahead and do so. You know what I'm saying? Or if my words were good enough to make you want to go watch a movie, you know what I'm saying, do it. Or if you've already seen the movie and you like it, go back and watch the movie. It's always cool to watch movies that we enjoy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, definitely a great movie. 8 out of 10 for the grade. If you guys saw this movie, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. What were some of your favorite scenes? Would you did you read the book series? Would you like to see a number 2, a sequel to this, or would you like to see them revamp the series as another movie or a TV series, whatever it may be? You know what I'm saying? Let me know about that in the comments down below. All right. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I'm Callie. Till next time.